What's going on, brothers? What is going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport. First and foremost, please press a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How's my audio? How is my audio? Okay, please press a one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How's my audio, please? Who's in the building tonight? Please press a one in the chat. Yes, hey, Terrell Boxley, been a minute, bro. Been a minute, brother. I hope you're keeping well and safe. We need to catch up, bro. We need to catch up, brother. Let's do that over IG, brother. Good to see you, bro. Black Scorpion, thank you for confirming. Can I get a couple more ones? Nate Cali in the building. Yes, Nate Cali, I see you, bro. CPU, awesome. So I think I'm good. Welcome, brothers, to another classic live stream. I want to apologize for the reschedule of the Black Man and His Colombian Girlfriend live stream. My guests had some things come up. I'm assuming so I had to move that stream in the future. I apologize for that. So I want to say a huge thanks to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support has been greatly appreciated. And of course, welcome aboard the new people on the channel. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in, please hit the like button. Please support the movement by hitting the PayPal, hitting the super chat, showing me some love, copying the merch, and of course joining the Patreon. Just support the movement, man. I put a lot of effort on this channel. The Patreon's super cheap. There's many tiers on there that are cheap that offer many benefits. You can support there as well monthly. And of course, please continue supporting the channel, man. I would greatly appreciate it. We got Tom, who's in Norway. Tom, reach out to me on IG, brother. I want to know how black men are being treated in Norway who live there. So Tom, reach out to me ASAP, bro, on IG. Let's have a talk about your life in Norway personally, okay? Awesome. So let's get it popping straight away. So in this live stream, brothers, I'm going to be very honest with you and very open to you, brothers. Very open. I am suffering from post vacation blues. Okay. I'm suffering from post vacation blues. So in the UK, that's a term when we come back from a country and we miss the country, you know, we miss the culture, the vibes, and it's kind of borderline depression for many people. They see how great the country was they visited, and they're back in the UK, and they miss it, and it brings sadness, it brings depression, a lot of thoughts. And ever since I've been back from Panama, brothers, I ain't been feeling too good, man. Mentally, I ain't been feeling too right. What I experienced in Panama, the weather, the love, the embrace of me as a brother, I'm not getting that over here in the UK. You know, it is hell here for me as a black man in the UK. I'm only just getting by. I'm only just keeping pushing forward. The channel, you brothers are literally making me keep doing what I'm doing. When you go from Panama to the hellhole that's happening in the UK, you become almost crazy mentally. Okay? I miss Panama a lot. I miss Panama because it changed my life. It really did. The weather changed me. The people changed me. The food changed me. And the woman, of course, embraced me. In the UK, the woman become more horrible every day, every month, every year. And I can't take it anymore, brothers. I really can't. I am suffering from deep post vacation blues. Press A1 in the chat if you felt this feeling before. If you've been to Colombia, Japan, Brazil, and you come back to the US after your vacation, do you ever feel sad? Do you feel down? Do you feel angry? Do you feel like things can't be the same anymore? Press A1 in the chat if you felt that feeling before. Because I've been feeling like this for the past over a month now since I've been back from Panama. And especially as us being black men, when we think a lot. We go through so much in the West. And then when you experience what could be called paradise, I'm at the point where I'm calling Panama paradise because it felt like paradise to me. It felt like paradise to me. Going from a country that embraced me as a black man to the UK where nobody cares for me, nobody knows that I exist, nobody loves me, and the women, of course, they don't even check for me in the UK. Going from Panama to this in the UK is making me angry. No black man should feel this way. I think the West completely is gone downhill, is going downhill, and will never be the same again. Brothers gotta get out of America, get out of the UK permanently. You gotta push to get out of the West permanently. Brothers, I miss Panama. I dream about Panama every single day. Literally this afternoon, I was laying on my bed and I was daydreaming about Panama. That's how good it treated me. That's how much I miss Panama. Post-vacation blues. Many of you must have experienced this before in your past. You go from a country that is literally paradise to you, that has everything you need. And then you come back to the West, America, and you see your surroundings. You see your community. You see how people treat you. You see how the women treat you. That's going to mess you up psychologically. That's going to mess you up psychologically. Man, I ain't been the same in over a month now, brothers. I've been dreaming about Panama. I want to go back. I want to experience that feeling again. The weather, the woman, cold approaching woman, and woman not thinking I'm a monster. I cold approach a chick in the night, she go clutch her bag and look at me funny. But I cold approach a woman past midnight, in the morning, in the afternoon, and they embrace me. They love me. They're checking for me. How can you live a life like that? In the UK and America, I feel very confined as to what I can do, what I can say, what I can think. And that's what's causing my post-vacation blues. And that should tell you, brothers, man, you got to work towards leaving the West permanently. It's all good going to places for a week or two or a month. But eventually, you got to leave the UK or the West permanently, and America too. When I call Panama paradise, it may not be the best place on earth. It may not even be the best country in South America. But when I compare the lifestyle in Panama to the lifestyle in the UK, I miss Panama a great deal. I miss that warmth. I miss that embrace. I am suffering from huge post-vacation blues. I'm on the bus, I'm on the train, I'm walking to the grocery store. I think about Panama all the time. I think about what if I shouldn't be here. I should be in a place where women embrace me every single day. I should be in a place where the sun is shining on my skin. We as black men, we need the sun. Right now in the UK, in America, it's winter. It's snowing there. It's cold. The black man needs the sun, brothers. The black man needs the sun. The sun is our life force. So you have the sun and you got feminine, submissive foreign women that are feminine. You put two and two together, you're the happiest black man on earth. That's what I'm missing right now, brothers. That's what I'm missing. It is hell here when I walk past women and these women, they don't respect me. They don't even acknowledge me. And I'm cool with that. But some brothers ain't too mentally strong. Sometimes they crack. They're thinking, yo, I exist. I'm not invisible. Notice me. But brothers ain't being noticed in the West anymore. The women in the West, in the UK, are horrible. Absolutely horrible. When I look at them, when I speak with them, every day I'm missing Panama. I'm like, I gotta deal with this. I gotta speak with this. I've got to be around this. I could be in Panama dealing with feminine, foreign, submissive women that will love me for me. So whenever I look at a UK woman, I become depressed because I'm thinking, nah, this ain't right, bro. I can be doing better than this. I should be around feminine, foreign women every day. In the UK, that is impossible. I'm dealing with women that want to be men. I'm around women that want to be men, that want to behave like men and think like men. So every day you come from the best holiday of your life, and Panama is up there. Panama amazed me, to a country in the UK where it's quite simply hell on earth for a black man at the moment. If you ain't strong mentally, that can give you depression. That can break you apart. That can break you apart mentally. But thank God I'm strong mentally, brothers. I've been through a lot. So I can deal with horrible situations. So what I'm dealing with right now in the UK when it comes to post-vacation blues, it ain't right for the black man. I could walk outside at night in Panama and feel safe. I can't do that in the UK anymore. It's dangerous. You got brothers that have, sharp objects on them. You got people that got sharp objects on them. They look at you funny. They want to test you. The other day, a brother was looking at me funny. I'm like, bro, we're both brothers, man. I ain't done nothing to you. So much hate amongst brothers in the UK. I'm tired of it, brothers. But I'm in Panama, and the black people there in Panama, they embrace me. The black women there in Panama, they embrace me. The black men there in Panama, they embrace me. And this is why I'm saying, brothers, the West is done. America and the UK are done. Panama changed me. I've not been the same for the past 5, 6 weeks since I've been back. I ain't been the same. I'm suffering from huge post vacation blues. I might even go to therapy to keep it a step. I may even do that. Press a 2 in the chat if you felt this way before. Man, I was seeing women that I thought I would only see in rap videos. Beautiful, light-skinned black women. But in Panama, they're there in abundance and they're checking for you. They're feminine, submissive. They want you. They care for you. In the UK, they want to spit on you over here. They're arrogant. They're rude. They're masculine. They're goddamned feminist. Brothers, that's bound to make you go crazy. That's bound to make you go crazy. So I don't blame a brother if he goes to therapy because what he goes through in the West is too much. Do it. Do it, brothers. You know? You need to get out the West permanently. It's the same feeling I had when I came back from Germany. But coming back from Panama, the feeling is 10 times worse because Panama just felt like home to me. It felt like I was always meant to be there. It felt like this is the black man's home in Panama. Every day the sun is shining. The sun shines at 8 a.m. The women there are beautiful. The food is great. The culture is amazing. So I've gone from that environment to the environment in the UK where it gets worse every day. You gotta get your passport, brothers, and you gotta leave the West permanently. And that's why I'm saying IT is the best way forward. I'm so happy I work in IT and not some job where I gotta be in America or I gotta be in the UK or I gotta be in the office every day. There's levels to this, you know? Panama is paradise. Travel is paradise. It's cool to travel here and there every few months, but eventually you gotta make that permanent move to the country of your dreams and choice. And I'll tell you right now, brothers, Panama is up there. I love that place. I love that place in Panama. Brothers, do you hear what I'm saying right now? Post vacation blues is something I don't wish on any brother. I've had like 10 dreams about Panama. I dream of the beaches. I dream of the woman. I dream of the food, the sun. Just today, brothers, I was daydreaming about my time in Panama. And I walk out my apartment and I walk past a horrible UK woman. Rude, entitled, not feminine, don't know how to treat a man, don't know how to love a man. I'm like, this ain't life. What kind of life is this? It's like a goddamn loop, a never ending loop. Motivate yourselves, brothers. Push yourselves to the very limit. I know it's depressing here, but it's even more depressing when you come from a country that is amazing back to the West. I miss Panama. Either you brothers have to bide your time between being in the West for 6 months and 6 months abroad, or you gotta leave the West permanently. Because the longer you stay in the West, the more you're gonna go crazy. It's only been 6, 7 weeks I've been back from Panama, right? And my goodness, brothers, I miss it. We're all working towards leaving the West permanently, having our plan, and that's great. But I thought I would make this stream right now, brothers, just to tell you my feelings. And I know many brothers are feeling the way I feel. You come from a country like Colombia, like Brazil, like Panama, like Cambodia, like the Philippines, and you come back to the West, and as soon as you step off the airplane, you're dealing with horrible women, entitled, rude, showing you no respect. Every day I've been here since Panama, women have disrespected me. Every single day. Every day I have been back since Panama, women have looked at me funny, disrespected me, talked to me some type of way, and I had to check that. But despite me checking that, I was thinking, I didn't deal with this crap in Panama. No woman spoke to me any kind of way. Woman smiled at me. Woman embraced me. The culture embraced me. You know, I'm thinking before I go to bed every day, I'm thinking, man, I miss falling asleep and waking up in Panama. Brothers got to build their foundation and get out the West. Brothers have to spend more time abroad than in the West. The West ain't for the black man anymore. And the horrible women make it even worse. Women in our community don't even like us anymore. The BWs, they demean us, they talk down on us. And that's another thing right there. When I compare the black woman in Panama and the black woman in the UK, I miss the black woman in Panama. Older black women showed me love. Young black women showed me love in Panama. But the black women here in the UK, they don't show me no love. They disrespect me. They look at me funny. They're rude to me. Your own people, your own kind. But let a white man walk through, let an Arab man walk through. She's all smiling, grinning, giving him respect. And then when you serve me, packing my groceries, you don't speak to me, you don't look at me. Come on, brothers, man. That adds to the post vacation blues. When you compare the woman of your own kind abroad and at home, and the woman abroad treat you better, even though you're from a different nationality, that ain't right, brothers. That's the thing right there. That's one of the things right there that's bothering me. That's what's bothering me right there, brothers. Women that I met on the same day within the first hour in Panama that were black showed me love and respect. And they only met me. But women that I have known for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, months, show me no respect in the UK. What does that tell you, brothers, man? They don't love us. They don't care for us. They don't respect us in the West anymore. We're nothing to them. They've gone their own way, the BWs. And it ain't just the BWs too. Women of every race in the West, they don't respect us. That's what adds to the post-vacation blues. Because every day you wake up and you see the same woman. You see the same woman packing up your groceries. And you know she don't like you and she don't respect you. That can mess you up. That can seriously mess you up. When you experience royal treatment abroad and you come back to the West and you're being treated like a peasant, it's like you're invisible. It's like you're nothing. It's like you're only getting by. I mean, what does that tell you, brothers? Post vacation blues is something that I want to speak more on this channel. Because it's all good and well, telling brothers our best experiences, telling you brothers how life is abroad. But I also want to know how life is when you come back from a particular country. How do you feel when you spent 3 weeks in Brazil, in the Philippines? You're having the best time of your life. And then you're back in the West, you're back in America. How are you feeling now? Do you feel sad? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel depressed? I want you to call in and share with me your experiences. On this channel, I don't want to lie to you, brothers. I don't want to blow smoke up anyone's ass. Okay? I want the truth, nothing but the truth. I want to show the good parts and the bad parts. And the bad part is, for me right now, is that I'm suffering post-vacation blues. And I know many black men are suffering the same way I'm suffering. They're only getting by. Every day is a drag to them. Every day feels like 100 hours. I feel that way every day since I've been back from Panama. Every 24 hours feels like 80 hours to me. Press a 2 in the chat if you feel that way as well. Does every 24 hours since you've been back from a country you had a great time in, does it feel like 80 hours to you? Does it feel like 100 hours to you? Press a 2. Be open with me, brothers. Tell me the truth. How are you feeling right now since you're now home? It's like, I can't wait for the day to end. Can we fast forward time so I can travel again? Can we fast forward time so we can travel again? I've been thinking that way for a long time since I've been back from Panama. I want the feeling that I dealt with, that I experienced in Panama. That should be an everyday thing. That should never be a 3-week experience. And for it to be an everyday experience, we have to leave the West permanently. Brothers who are now in IT, you are in the best position to have that experience every day. And brothers that are not in IT, you know what to do. Reach out to me for an IT consultation. IT is the only industry, and I thank the Lord every day. I thank the Lord every day for giving me the initiative and the wisdom to pick IT. Many years ago, when I picked IT, I never even thought about remote working. I just wanted a job. But now that I can see that I can remote work, that my skills apply anywhere around the world, I feel good. It gives me a lot of hope. I want that for you brothers as well, man. I know some of you brothers are driving trucks, you're plumbers, you're electricians, you may be a lawyer, but you're in the office every day. You can only practice in the state of California or New York. I feel sorry for you brothers, man. I remember many years ago, right, I was consulting with a brother, right, who he worked a job, right? He had a license, and that license only allowed him to practice in a particular state in America. This brother was so frustrated. Hey, IP, I can't remote work. I go up in the office every day. I can only practice here. And I told that brother, get into IT immediately. I'm sure he's in IT right now, and he's living his best life in his country of his choice. Post-vacation blues is a serious thing, and there'll be more streams and more videos about dealing with post-vacation blues. There are particular things that I'm doing right now that is allowing me to deal with my post-vacation blues. But I am so sick of UK women. I really am. I'm so sick of them. But I need you brothers to understand that before I open up the phone lines in a couple minutes, you are not alone. And I don't want to start singing Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone, but I really mean that, brothers. You are not alone. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you miss those glory days when you were in Colombia, in Brazil, in Japan, in the Philippines, in Kazakhstan, whatever country you came from, if you're missing that, you're not alone. I'm also experiencing that feeling too. So when you call in, tell me what country you miss. Tell me how you're dealing with it. Tell me how you're going to make yourself and build yourself to make sure that when you go back there, you spend longer or you move there permanently. This is a Passport Bros travel channel. We got to start speaking about the good things, not only that, but the bad things too. The things that come with traveling. The things that come with being an international passport bro. So let me read the super chats and let me open up the phone lines and then we'll get a cracking, man. Can we get the likes up, brothers, please? We've got over 70 people. Please show support and like the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, hit the PayPal and super chats too, man. That'd be greatly appreciated, man. Any support for me to continue doing what I'm doing is greatly appreciated. Much love to you, brothers. So shout out to, let me go up a bit, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Black Scorpion for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Super sticker. Thank you, bro, for the support. Shout out to Mr. Nate Cali, who's back. Hope you're well, Nate Cali, for the $199 super sticker. Much love to you, brother. Thank you very much for the support. Fantastic. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker in the building. Superstar member of the channel. Appreciate you, brother. Much love to you as always for the $10 super chat. What's good, IP? What's good of you too, bro? Just tuned in. I know exactly what you mean about the blues after vacationing outside the West, where there's great food, great weather, lots of sun, and lovely women. Yes, indeed, bro. You understand me to an absolute T, Johnny. When you mix great women and hot weather, that can add many years to your life. Let me tell you this, brothers, right? We as black men are not meant to be in the cold. It is not our natural habitat as black African men. Because we all come from Africa, right? We all came from there at the very beginning. And Africa is a hot continent. So we should be in hot weather for our health, for our physical health, and our mental health. And when you mix that hot weather with feminine, cooperative, submissive woman, that will add many years to your life, man. But now in the West, not only do we live in cold weather, okay, we are around masculine, uncooperative, combative women that want to fight you every single day and make you frustrated. That can take many years off your life. And there's a reason why black men don't live long in the West. Can we talk about that, brothers? Look up the stats in America and in the UK. Black men don't live long in the West. We deal with Keisha. We deal with cold weather. We deal with racism. We deal with stress. We come from families where we don't come from wealth or riches. We have to build ourselves from the very bottom. We're not privileged. You mix that all in the bowl, that costs you years of your life. We have to work 10 times harder than the white man or the white woman or other minorities to be recognized, to get paid more. That ain't right. That ain't life. That ish right there, that's gonna kill you. That's gonna take lives off that's gonna take years off your life. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Black men don't live long in the West. Then mixing the horrible food as well, with all the chemicals in the foods. Come on, brothers, man. Can we talk about that now? Can we address the elephant in the room? The West ain't our home. We're here because we were forced here. We're here because we were taken from Africa. It ain't our home. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how, we have to work so hard in the West, but recognizing our jobs? Can we talk about how Keisha doesn't have our backs? Keisha wants to fight us. Keisha hates us. Keisha demeans us. So you come home from a horrible work environment, the culture hates you, and in your own home, the woman hates you, your sisters, your mum, your grandmom, your wife, your girlfriend. That's a Western Keisha. That's going to tear you apart. That will give you some sort of crazy stress. Can we talk about that, brothers? That's why I call post-vacation blues. You come from a country where it's amazing to you, it's paradise, to your very home, to your very country, where you're dealing with literal hyenas. Man, don't let me get started, brothers, man. Don't let me get started. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker again for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Don't forget about vitamin D. It's absolutely essential if you want to live in a part of the world where it's overcast. Yes, indeed, man. And we don't get enough vitamin D because the sun don't shine too well in the West. Me speaking personally about the UK, the sun only comes 2 or 3 months out of the year. And the rest of the year it's cold, it's freezing. Ain't no sun, ain't no sunshine. You get no sun, you deal with stress, you deal with Keisha. They're gonna cut years off your life. Let's talk about that. We as black men, we go through a lot, man. It ain't easy. Shout out to Johnny Walker for the support. Always appreciate you, brother. Much love to you, brother. Thank you very much. So let me open up the phone lines. And then, you brothers call in and then you speak your experience with dealing with post-vacation blues. Any country you've been to that was great, okay? And you're back in the West, what you're dealing with, how you're dealing with it. Let's have a great informative live stream, man, okay? An open discussion only for black men, for a black man, okay? Only for black men. Let's get it cracking. So call in, brothers, call in. And then let's get it cracking. And also, please support the channel, support the movement. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Any donations would greatly help. Make sure you hit the PayPal too to show me some love. YouTube takes a 45% cut of each and every super chat. So please, if you can PayPal, that'd be great, brothers. Let's get it cracking, man. Damn. I see you, Base Judo. Give me a second, bro. Let me get some new callers in. Brothers who ain't called in before. But same callers as well. Everyone call in, call in. Um, come and speak. Come and speak on what you're going through when you suffer post vacation blues. Let me bring in Mr. Beige Judo. Let's get it cracking, man. All right, let's go. What's going on, bro?
Hey, how are you doing?
All good, brother. Speak louder, please.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, much better, bro. Much better. All right,
Okay.
brother. Let's get it cracking. What's your thoughts on the stream? And have you suffered from post vacation blues yourself?
Yeah, I'm suffering right now as we speak, actually. You know, I just realized that I don't know, like I just like realized that, you know, I guess I don't fit in. I guess I don't blend in here. Like even like today, reading a book at the cafe, people were staring at me as if I'm not supposed to read a book at a cafe.
Oh my goodness, yeah, a black man reading a book. He's not rapping or running on TV. Speak on that, bro. Go on, carry on, brother. Mm.
As if I'm not supposed to like read my book and like work on my laptop on things that I need to work on, you know? Like
I
it's
know.
yeah, it's I mean every day I get stared at, you know, just walking somewhere you get stared at by Brad. You know, Brad just love for some reason Brad loves to stare at you. Then you have Tyrone staring at you thinking that you're paying attention to his girl and you're not even paying attention to his girl. You're not even thinking about his girl. Your mind is elsewhere, you know? Your mind
Let
is
me
not
ask this, bro. What
yeah.
what country do you miss most since your post vacation blue?
You won't even believe it, and many people won't believe it, but I actually miss Algeria because it just like pretty much like just shocked the hell out of me with what I saw over there. Like versus on what's advertised versus what you see over there and just the overall experience. They will make you think that and especially Americans will make you think it's this S whole country, but it's like not only developing at a rapid rate, but it's just you see every single shade over there. It's not even it's that's what blew my mind the most is that you see every single shade. You don't just see one shade as they pitch it here. You see every single shade over there. And the sun hits different there. That's the thing. The sun is good for your skin over there. It's
Hmm.
good for you. Like you wake up and you're like, it's like the sun here, it like dries out your skin kind of. The sun over there is healthy.
Algeria. Let me ask this, brother. Right. Whoa. Side note: are the women in Algeria checking for brothers? Whoa.
One girl, I'm just gonna leave it at this. One girl is hitting me on WhatsApp right now from Algeria saying it would be a dream for me to have your kids.
Oh my goodness. When was the last time a Western woman said that to you, brother? And that's why I'm talking about post vacation blues.
Brother, these Western women are just like it's sad, bro. Like they force themselves not to like you. That's the thing. They force yourself, and you don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to do anything. That's the sad thing. You don't even have to do anything to them. And they still just have an innate dislike for you. You don't even have to you can literally be walking down the street and then all of a sudden you feel it. You feel it. You just feel the
Wow.
hate. You just feel the hatred. You don't even
I-
have
I'm
to
I'm,
do anything.
I'm trying to conceptualize, right? You go on a trip to Algeria. A
Yes.
woman is telling you she wants to have your babies. Then you come to America and women are just shouting at you, being disrespectful, not respecting you. That's gonna mess you up mentally.
It
That's
well,
gonna
it has
make you go
it
crazy. Speak on that, bro.
well, it hasn't thankfully it hasn't messed me up mentally, but I just ask why. That's the only thing I ask. Is like, what are you doing to them that and you're not even doing anything. That's the thing. Like you're not even doing anything to them. You're being a productive citizen, and they still, for some reason, have it out to make it difficult for you. Even if you're going to, that's why I no longer go to Starbucks anymore because even they have an attitude when you're just simply ordering a darn coffee.
Damn, brother. Can we do a stream on Algeria? Is that possible for you
I mean,
to
it's
do with me,
gonna
brother?
it's possible, but it may be boring because, like, being a Muslim and being like in proximity there is because it's like again, it's like a conservative country. It's a big country, but it's a mixture of cultures, though. That's the thing. It's a mixture of cultures with African culture being the underlining culture. But it's peaceful. That's all I will say. Is it's peaceful, and you can wake up. You can literally wake up and feel that good sunlight and eat good food.
Let's do it, bro. Let's plan for it. Muslim or non-Muslim. I'm sure there's Muslim brothers that watch my channel. Let's do it, brother. Okay. I'll reach out to me on IG, bro, or I'll try and reach
Yeah,
out to you. Let's
yeah.
do that. Let's get set up because I'm making my head. I want a traditional woman. I'm sure there's Christian women out there in
There's
Algeria, very
minorities.
small.
Yeah, there's minorities from different country too. Like the thing is, like I'll just leave it at this. You have students, different African students from like studying out there. So like with that minority, you will find like Africans from different places. Yeah,
Let's do it, bro. Okay, awesome. Let's
yeah,
plan for that. Let's touch base on IG and we'll get a
yeah,
plan, okay, brother, in the future. Thank you, bro.
yeah,
Thanks for sharing your experience there, base judo. I'm gonna come back to you later on. Brothers, feel free
yeah.
to call in to share your experience about your post vacation blues. We just had a brother speak about his time in Nigeria and what he's dealing with right now in the West. See, big contrast there. Big contrast. Shout out to Mr. Umi Yedwa for the $25 super chat. Umi Yedwa, appreciate you, brother, for the support. Much appreciation to you. Cheers to IP. One of the few passport bros focus on what matters. While everyone's arguing about Keisha, you're focusing on black men getting out and staying there. Yes, indeed, man. I'm offering solutions, man. I got the IT stuff I'm offering you. I got the Patreon with additional intel. Theo's doing great work through this channel as well and separately, and I appreciate Theo. So we're offering solutions, man. You got the channel here that has I've touched upon over 30 countries, 4-hour live streams, 3-hour live streams to get you out there, brothers. I'm doing my best, man. Thank you very much, Umi Edward. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Awesome. Mr. Johnny, you're confirming the background. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Johnny, who's in the background. Let's get it cracking, man. How you doing, Johnny? You good, bro?
I'm good, IP. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, bro. Ain't gonna lie, but I'm suffering from a huge post-vacation blues. But the channel, you brothers keep me going, and doing what I do in IT keeps me going as well. So good to hear from you, Johnny. Do you want to share your experience, brother, with us, please?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I when I logged on, I saw you were talking about how it's like after the first couple of weeks of getting back, reality begins to set in that you really are back home, and it is like you said, hell on earth because I mean, and I also live in a part of the US where it is kind of overcast and gloomy, so it's like because there's not a lot of sunlight throughout the year, it kind of affects your mood. right? So it's kind of like you kind of have like you're like a little bit down each day, right? But yeah, in addition to that, you know, you're just not getting exposed to that same feminine treatment as far as women go. And then when you're in, at least in America, and I would imagine in the UK, like the the brothers that are around you, they're not necessarily. Um, it's 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 like when I compare it to like my time in Tanzania, like when I would run across brothers, they were always smiling at me. They were always, trying to help me get to where I was going, or like if I had needed like any advice on like, what to see, what to do, they were just, they're like brothers. You know what I'm saying? But like here, at least in the States, it's like hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? Like some dudes are gonna like maybe mean mug you, right? While others might give you the nod.
Mm.
So it's yeah, it's definitely not the same, man. It's definitely not the same. And the thing is like I think like maybe people from other communities they they're not they might not get it because like they're not necessarily going through what we're going through exactly, but like if you're a brother, like you know what it you know what you know what it is that we're all going through because it's like it grinds on you psychologically, day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like and like that just wears on you over time. So it's you kind of find yourself in this space mentally where like you're like literally looking on the calendar uh and trying to figure out, okay, when is my next trip? Okay, it's 2 months from now, 3 months from now. Okay, I just got to hold on until, until I take off and get out of here for another 2, 3 weeks.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Ever since I've been back, bro, like people I know have been telling me, "Hey, IP, you're so serious with the time, bro. IP, you got a serious face." And I didn't even notice that because I'm just thinking so much like, when's my next trip? I miss Panama. I'm tired of my community in the UK. I'm tired of the whole culture. So people have been telling me, "Hey, IP, you're serious. You good, bro. You got a serious face." But they don't know that when you come from a place where it's paradise, literally, sun, beautiful woman, great food, your money stretches, you're respected, to over here in the West, that's gonna change your personality into something that might scare people off. You know, have you experienced that kind of reaction from your friends, bro? Hey, Johnny, you're a bit serious nowadays. What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, man. Like all throughout grad school, you know, and even at times just in working in corporate America, like it's just like they're almost wondering, like, why aren't you all smiles all the time? And it's because it's just like it's just stressful being either being for me an African American man here in the States, for you, you know uh I guess a UK brother, right? So
Yes.
it's and the thing it kind of compounds on itself, and for us it's like we're not coming from a fully whole community, right? Where like our women have our back and we have their support. you know we're not completely surrounded by men that have our best interests at heart and are working cooperatively with us to build something greater than ourselves. And then on top of that, like you mentioned before, like uh, the food, definitely here in the States, it's just it lacks a lot of nutritional value. It's overly processed. It's not fresh. It's a lot of GMOs, a lot of pesticides, insecticides that are used to grow the food. So you have these. Uh, it's almost like it's coming at you from all sides. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
in lack of feminine woman, subpar weather, the brothers, it's like hit or miss whether or not you come across a brother that like gets you. You know what I'm saying? And then just like even the food. So it's like when you go to like a country like Panama, or like in my case like Tanzania, or Brazil, right? And you know you're coming across really, really feminine, soft-hearted, non-aggressive women, right? Who are all smiles, you know, no fuss, right? You got a plate of fresh food in front of you. You know, the guys that are around you, like, you feel safe. You know what I'm saying? It's like night and day. It's like it's almost like heaven on earth. Sun is shining all the time. Body's producing vitamin D naturally because of all that sun exposure. You're in a better mood. You're happy. You're energized. You don't feel like it. You don't feel like it's not a drain on your soul. Whereas like in the States and in the UK, just I mean, Western European countries, it's got to feel like a drain on your soul. At least here it feels uh, like a drain. So it's like you always feel like you're tapped out, and you can't stop, you can't quit, you got to keep working, right? Because you're we can't quit. We can't quit on ourselves, and we got this goal of getting out, and we gotta put in the work each and every day. But it's like it's just a grind, man, physically and psychologically.
I feel you, bro. Facts, facts. Um, can we get the likes up, brothers? Please. We've got over 90 people. Let's get up to at least 80 likes, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Speaking facts, Johnny. It's not a good feeling. And it kind of motivates me to even work harder, to make that permanent move out. And I hope you're considering that as well, Johnny. I know you are. Base judo as well, brothers in the chat. Gotta leave the West permanently. Now, I admit not every brother is going to be able to leave the West permanently. Obviously, the Pookie and Rays won't and can't. And many brothers are going to be simps to the system. Still going to, run behind Keisha, and that's a shame. But those who are awake, who are out the matrix, broken out the matrix, gotta get out, man. You got to get out. So thanks to Base Judo and Johnny for sharing the experience so far. Feel free to call in to share your experience, or feel free to hit the PayPal and Super Chat to also share your experience if you can't call in. Post-vacation blues, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't. You want to say something else, Base Judo?
It people just I it's just like people even just accept the degeneracy going on here, and I hate to say it, but they've made degeneracy a religion in this Western world. It just seems like the more normal you are, the more wrong you are to them. The more traditional you are, the more wrong you are. You know what I mean? Like that's why 9 times out of 10 I'm quiet. I don't really talk to a lot of people here. Outside of the community, like here and stuff. I only talk to like maybe 3 other guys who have the same like blueprint, basically. But you can't even really talk to people like at this point. That's even like one thing I notice even is that other guys will not want to see you happy. And you're like, bro, we're going through some of the same things, and you're not wanting to see me happy, bro. And I would
Damn.
want to see you happy. Like, what is your problem? What is your problem? I'm telling you, when I got back, I was glowing. I was glowing. And the men unfortunately hated that. Even though I was quiet, I didn't tell people where I came from, because if I told people where I came from, they would like tear me down even more. I only told a few select people. I don't tell people I'm leaving. I don't tell people when I'm coming back. Believe it or not, people aren't happy when you leave. And they're not happy
That's
with
a
you're
damn
here.
shame.
And they're not happy with you here either. They're not happy when you leave, and they're not happy with you here either, for some odd reason.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, just to.
So you feel that way, brother. Come on, bro.
Oh no, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, in support of the brother's point, like, I've also kind of cut down my friend circle a bit, not cut people off, but just I'm more withdrawn, um, and choosing like who I connect with frequently, because like not everyone kind of understands like my whole mentality when it comes to traveling. Like, when I brought up that I was going to go to Brazil and Tanzania last year, most people were like, really? Brazil, Tanzania? But why, why go there? That's, you know, it's so random. And, are those places even safe? And it's like, I know that they don't really get it. Like, cause they're not a black man. You know what I'm saying? They're not a black man in a system that's kind of oriented against you, you know, in 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 this system. I mean, you're the best I think you can hope for as a black man, at least for most guys, is existence. You can just exist. That's about it. But to actually thrive and live, like you have to get out. You have to get out, because long term, it's you're just gonna feel empty and drained.
Hollow, yes. Feeling hollow as well. Nothing inside, no purpose, directionless. I agree, bro. I definitely agree. We've had the experience of myself, Base Judo, and Johnny on this panel. Feel free to call in to share your experience as well if you want to. I'm going to make this stream. I'm going to do more videos like this, man. I think it's very important for us to actually speak on post-vacation blues. I think that's a very important subject. How are you feeling after coming back from a trip that literally changed you and made you see the world differently? And I want more black men to share that. So carry on, Johnny. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, you just kind of feel alive. You know what I mean? When you go out, and you just get out of the West, you feel alive. You feel, almost overjoyed. You know what I mean? And it's almost like this. You have this cloud that's on you when you're here, and then you go over there, and like it's almost like that evaporates. At least for me, it totally evaporates, and I don't feel any kind of stress. And then I get back here, and like the other brother was saying, it's like people can tell I just came from somewhere, because my whole demeanor is different. You know what I mean? I'm more upbeat, more hopeful, more energized. And that's because I've just been overseas. But you give it like 2-3 weeks, man, it's almost like I never went. But it keeps me motivated to stay focused on the goal of eventually getting out. You know what I mean? And just going completely remote, but living elsewhere. Because this isn't it, man. Certainly not.
Agree. Thank you, Johnny. Mr. Terrell, I see you in the background. You're confirmed, bro. John G, how was Thailand, brother? Let me know how that was, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Terrell in the building. Long time no speak. How you doing, Terrell?
Oh man, I'm all right. Do I sound good? Can you hear me?
You sound perfect, brother. Good to
Okay.
have you, brother. Hope you're keeping well and thriving in
I'm
your
always
business, brother.
yeah. No, I be thriving. I just be in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Shit, just well, shoot, my bad. Just focused on my Colombian. You know what I'm saying? Life that's ahead of me and currently, and uh, man, I
You
don't even know what to
suffering from
say. Huh?
you suffering from post-vacation blues as well, bro. I know you're a Colombia
No,
addict.
like it's yeah. I'm a Colombian addict. I'm it's it's actually really crazy, guys, because like I fly back to America on Wednesday, and it's just like that date is just looms over you. You know what I mean? And you
Mm.
feel it coming, and you feel just like back to the, you know what I'm saying? You feel like Eminem when he said back to reality, back to, you know, it's just like it's crazy. It's sick. Like there's so many analogies. It's like not wanting to go to school, you know, as a kid. Yeah. I don't even know how I understand what you're coming from because you were in Panama and I'm literally one country below Panama. You know what I mean? And the only thing that separates the two is actually a big jungle between Panama and Colombia is
Mm.
a big jungle, and it's just crazy and it's so beautiful, and so many you meet so many quality people and like-minded people that you're just like, why would I want to go back? Why would I want to go back to the monotony of fakeness, to the hyenas, the sorry y'all. Yeah, it's Easter. So if you hear that, let me mute myself if it's too loud, the bells.
Yes, it is a bit loud, bro. When that's done, brother, continue speaking, Terrell. Amazing comment so far. While we wait, shout out to Mr. Sean Robin for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated. Absolutely magnificent podcast. Thank you very much. We, as melanated individuals, have to religiously implement strategic actions to escape this matrix that we are in. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Plan, execute, and dominate. Sorry. Yes, indeed. But I definitely agree with that. Thank you, Sean, for the support. Much appreciation, bro. John G, we'll have that stream when you're back from Thailand. And DG, reach out to me on IG. We'd love to speak to you about your time in Thailand currently. Fantastic, fantastic. So, you still there, Terrell?
Yeah, they go hard. It's
Yeah.
Holy Week for them. Sorry.
No worries, bro. No worries. We'll wait for you, bro. So yeah, the magnificent stream so far. He's speaking facts. I never knew there was a big jungle separating Panama and Colombia. I thought it was Panama and Costa Rica where the jungle was, but that's good to know for my geographical knowledge. So thank you,
Yeah,
Terrell.
no, it's only just a big jungle that separates. There's actually no highway like between the two.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Feel free, brothers, to share your post-vacation blues if you want to. We want to hear more brothers speak about how life is in the West after coming back from a particular country they enjoyed their time in. This is a great stream, a great open session. We want to hear more black men's opinions.
Yeah, sorry, the bells are still going, man. They go hard, bro. I have more to share.
No. Now it's better. Carry on, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I don't know if you're hearing the background, but so like just wandering around this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful big city, the second largest city in Colombia. Oh man, like I was downtown in the clothing district. About a million people just walking around. Just a million people walking around, and so much positive energy, so many dimes, so much family, so much hustle, so much positive energy. Like, and then you just meet random people. Oh, 2 nights ago I met a Brit, some tall brother from England. He was like, he was going hard. It was nighttime, and he was going hard, and just it's just crazy. And he was like, "Oh, it feels so good to meet another brother speaking English." I'll tell you this one thing: you come to Latin America, please, 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 please study Spanish. It's going to make your life a lot easier. It's gonna make your life a lot easier, man. It's just crazy.
Thank you,
A
bro.
lot of people, don't understand that.
Thank you, Terrell. Appreciate you, brother. I think it's getting louder. Can you please up and mute, please, brother? The background. Thank you, bro. Mr. Jordan Jabby, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you are a brother for security reasons? Yep, turn your camera off. You're confirmed. Thank you, Jordan. Awesome. Let me bring in Mr. Jordan Jabby. Let's get it cracking. What's going on, Jordan? How you keeping, bro?
I'm chilling. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I kind of hopped on bumping out stuff like maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. I just actually got finished eating dinner. I'm down in Latin America myself right now for a whole week. So yeah, everything that I don't know his name, but whoever was just talking, everything he was saying was like
Box.
totally
You can call me Box.
Yeah. You were talking about to learn the Spanish. Yeah, I see a lot of people come down here and they struggle. I'm like, yeah, you definitely gotta use Spanish, but they definitely will let you as a black guy, especially in Central America. I'd actually just left Costa Rica not too long ago. Yeah, they had a little bit of some funny stuff happen there. Nothing crazy, just one little incident. But yeah, other than that, like, nah, they definitely treat you as like a whole man down there compared to the States. Like and probably what you get in Britain as well. The whole Anglosphere, I don't know hear much about Australia, but they have a lot of these issues down here. I think they still kind of let men be men. I was talking to my friend about that. So
when are you back in the US? Or has there been a situation when you went to a country, you came out to the US, and you were suffering from post-vacation blues?
When I came back for the holidays, it was boring. I left out of Rio, but I had actually went down to Buenos Aires, then I went to Rio. So yeah, I was kind of bored when I came back. I wasn't like sad, just bored. Like I just didn't. It's not a lot. It's a different lifestyle in the States. Granted, I was only gone for like a month, maybe a month and a half when I went down there, so I wasn't gone super long. But it was boring. Yeah, and it's a different. I could feel the vibe difference when I got on the plane at Panama to go back to the U.S. and flying to Miami. Like I could see just a different. Like you kind of had like more of a. Yeah, I can't describe it. It's just a different. It went from just regular guy to like, oh, that's a black guy. When I got on that plane versus my plane leaving GIG to go to Panama. So I think I wasn't sad. It was just more like, damn, I'm back in it again.
Damn, we'd love to hear your perspective, brother, on a call, brother, between me and you. Are you on IG at all?
You said, what was the last part you said?
I would love to speak to you more about your time in Central America, particularly Costa Rica. If you're on IG, brother.
I think I do follow on IG. Costa Rica, I don't have much to talk about there. I could give I don't have much if you're looking for women's tales, I don't have because I just mostly work when I was there. I don't have much. I didn't really do too much. I went out and shopped a little bit, but I didn't I did go around. I have neighborhoods and stuff I can recommend people. I did a little bit more when I was down in South America, like Rio and Buenos Aires. Actually met a black British guy down in Buenos Aires who there's actually a lot of Brits down in Buenos Aires, working remote. They're rocking with it. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe after.
Yes, just send me a DM on IG, bro. International Passport 5. That's my IG on the screen. Let's just speak about how life is out there in Costa Rica and Buenos Aires. Just want to speak to you about it privately because I'm thinking very hard about South America. I just want to verify some things with you, brother.
Give you a better episode on Guatemala, if I'm being honest with you.
Guatemala, okay, all right. So, brother, send me a DM on
in Rio and Buenos Aires, those. Yeah, Costa Rica, like I said, that was like America 3.0 to me. I don't have much negative to say or positive. It was kind of I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but it wasn't my best of time. But yeah, I'll shoot you a DM, so we'll chop it up from there.
Awesome, bro. Let's chop it up on Sunday. Thank you, Mr. Jordan, for sharing your experience. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's get some more callers in. I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. If I don't get a new call in, I'm going to end it, wrap it up early. I'm all about quality, but it's been a great discussion so far. Don't be shy. If you can't call in, please hit the super chats or PayPal if you have any questions for me or the guests. And yeah, so I've said my part. And I think it's a very serious thing we need to speak about. How are you feeling since you've been back? How are you taking things? How are people treating you? It's not been easy for me. It really hasn't. Every day I think about Panama. Every day I look at my calendar. Oh man, I can't wait to leave. Time is ticking. Every day it feels like 100 hours. And even though we have 24 hours in a day, it just feels so slow. Many times I feel like I want to go back in time, but if I had the power to experience Panama again, and that's post-vacation blues. So let me go back to Mr. Base Jeweler. You want to add anything else, bro, to this discussion?
Like, I'm a man who doesn't like show emotions in front of people and stuff like that. But literally, I had to go in my closet and like start boohooing when I got back to my place in America because of like I'm like, dang, I'm back to this. I'm back here, like I'm back to this like this craziness, this goofiness, because like I'm sorry to say it's just goofy here at this point, and it's not goofy in a good way. It's goofy in a bad way. It's goofy to a point where like basically you may be ordering food and the worker is openly talking about their sex life. Goofy, basically. That's what I mean by goofy.
At work as well. That's what I'm saying. There's just no boundaries anymore. No respect in the West. I mean, there are certain things you shouldn't talk about at work, but people just keep pushing that window. It's just
and then and
the
then
whole Western culture is making me sick. Oh, bro.
and then and then on top of that, I'll just add one more thing. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing this, but it's like, dang, I can't even have like a home cooked meal from a woman. I have to cook the food myself, which I don't mind doing, but it's like, dang, like these women don't even know how to boil water anymore. That's how bad it is. Like, I mean, ask them to make some rice. Ask them to like just do like the bare necessity. And it's just like, oh, there's Uber Eats, there's DoorDash. You can't even take them out to a basic restaurant anymore. They want the roof Chris. Oh, if you want to go out, with me, we're gonna have to go to the roof Chris. This is what you deal
Well,
with.
what is that? What's Ruth Chris? That's some expensive restaurant in
Yeah, that's the
America.
expensive restaurant. Like that's it's a very expensive restaurant. Okay, the roof Chris is very expensive. Okay, like roof Chris, you literally have to valet. That's how expensive it is. Roof Chris, you
That's
can't even like just park regular there. You have to have someone valet your stuff.
that's a joke. Wow.
IP.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Do you know how dark and just how just rotten it has gotten in the states, man? Like they're delusional. They they're delusional. They're overweight. They're they're supposedly the highest educated dropouts, uh, the most baby mamas in the West. Like, do you like it's so bad, man. It's so bad in America, okay, in the West, in the UK. Like I said, I watch podcasts from other people. You say don't name other people's stuff on your stuff, cool. But I watch other podcasts where they speak with the same accent as you. You might see some of them. And those women disgust me. Those women that are in the UK disgust me, just like the ones that are in America disgust me. Like I when I'm in America, I'm a monk, bro. I see them because I'm in the gym and they're walking around in yoga underwear. Okay? Because I mean, as a man, we need to take care of our bodies. We need to, again, self-improve. Okay? Because who wants to fly to another country and then you be some big cow yourself? Okay? But the average woman in America is bigger than the average man. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. And then they want you to feed them. And then hopefully she might want to give you some. And remember, you got to do all the work when she's giving it to you. It's insane. Like you said, brother said, they goofy. My family doesn't. IP, listen to me. I left America the day before my birthday. In March, my birthday's at the end of March. I was on an airplane on Wednesday and celebrated my birthday last week. I don't give a F. Family, I'll go find some brothers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all more brothers than my blood brothers. I go out here and find fat man. I'm telling you, your passport is the most important thing. Man, it's the most important thing to me. Other than breathing air, I'm telling you. If they took my passport, I would be like a reverse Mexican. I would jump over the fence to get out.
Facts. God.
It's a straight up lifeline though. Like, just to add to the brother's point, like that document is it's a lifeline, IP. It's a lifeline, because I mean, without it, like, to just go year upon year and not be able to get out of this place, that's, I mean, like, mentally, like, that's almost unbearable. It's almost unbearable to handle. You know what I'm saying?
That's why that's why I understand Pookie. I understand Ray. They'll never. 99% of them will never travel. Do you understand? Only 3% of black men breathing in America have a passport. And it's increasing now. It's going up a little bit now because these young black boys are not even dating black girls in middle school, high school, and college. The message is getting out there. So guess what? Pookie and Ray and Young Jeezy, they can have them. He can have them. He can take them to Ruth Chris. Take me to the nearest international airport. I'm not spending my money. Do you understand? IP, a chick, a woman in America, a hyena in America, literally tried to smear my name because I wouldn't take her out on a date. I wouldn't take her out on a date. I said, you can come over, but I don't take women out on dates that I don't knock down. Mode 1, for y'all brothers that know. I need to test drive the car before I buy it. I'm going to keep it real. In Colombia, I will gladly take a woman out on a date. Want to know why? Because they understand. You take her out on a date, you be a gentleman, you don't even got to ask for no ass. Do you understand? PG, you don't gotta ask for no cheeks. Do you understand? I went to Cartagena and I went on a date and I was upset with her. And she was like, no, I'm coming back to your place. She wouldn't leave until she gave me cheeks. Nice. Word to my mama that's gone. I'm talking about top, man, I didn't have to, you don't gotta beg, you don't gotta please, man, I'm just myself. I don't got no game. IP, I don't told you before. I don't got no game. I'm just me. I feel like I'm just an average looking brother. Know what I'm saying? And these women treat us how we're supposed to be treated as soon as you land. It's crazy. And then as soon as I know I go back, I got to deal with attitude, disrespect, stank, you know what I'm saying? I go to the gym, the white girls think that we all want them. I'm like, boo-boo, honey bun, you're walking around in yoga underwear. You know? And then I'm like, this is haram. This is you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, you know, white girls don't age as well as black women, but black women don't take care of themselves as well as white women. So it's a catch-22. But you know, man, IP, I feel you. When's the next trip, IP?
I'm trying to figure that out, bro. I'm trying to figure it out, man.
Listen, that's how honestly, when you were talking about it earlier, that's how you get over your blues. Buy a ticket. Just buy a ticket and make everything else work out.
That's facts.
That's my opinion.
That's
my opinion. Because guess what? That's what I do. I be getting money. You know what I do to get money, IP? I'll just buy a ticket and dip off during the middle of the week and come back on the weekend and get my money. Why? My family don't understand, so I don't give a F. My friends, they're all procrastinating. My so-called friends, you know what I'm saying? They're you down there buying pee. I don't gotta buy pee. I'm just me. If they would get on a freaking airplane, they would understand what we're talking about. It feels good to be effing free, man. Even if you are going to a developing country. You know what I'm saying? But IP, I say, brother, if you've never been to Colombia, you know, not that I don't know if you have, bro, come on back.
Oh, thank you, man, Terrell. Great speech there, bro. Wow, I felt the passion in your voice, bro. And welcome back, Terrell. We missed you, bro. Johnny, you wanted to say something, bro?
Nah, man. He nailed he hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, cause last month, you know, me and like 3 other guys, we already booked our tickets to Cali. Cause I mean, we not about going 6 months, even 6 months in this place without traveling, man, for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Cause that's the only way you're going to be able to recharge your batteries and last in the West until you can get out of the West permanently. Like that's my only way of coping, man. Like last month, I flew from where I live in Oregon to Texas just to work remotely from Texas, just so I could get some sun, not even to interact with women, because I'm not interacting with women here, but just to be able to get some sun. You know what I'm saying? But before that, last time I had traveled out the country was to Africa and Tanzania, and that was late November, early December. So, you know, I'm going on almost 5 months, you know, without any having been to any foreign country. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only thing that's been helping me like hold it all together, right, is working out at the gym, trying to keep
Yep.
my head down and study, taking vitamin D when I can, and looking at my departure date. Like, I am looking at my departure date for Cali, Colombia. I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, and I'm going to enjoy every single day that I'm there. And when I get back to America, I am going to be back on Expedia.com looking for where I can fly to next, because to me, is like the only way for me to make it is to look forward to the next trip.
Hey,
Wow.
brother, can I jump in? Sorry, IP. Okay, I be on Instagram. I gotta be on. Are those women on Instagram, them thick ones? Are those really Tanzanian women? Or do they all have cheeks like that?
Bro, a lot of them are built like that naturally.
Oh my God.
And you know the
Oh
African
my
women,
God.
they can't afford anything, man. They
Oh
can't
my
afford
God.
plastic surgery. They can't afford BBLs. They
So you
can't
saying it's
afford-
real?
Oh
That's
yeah.
that.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
because
all of that, all of that cheek meat is real, bro.
bro, listen. Look. I had a buddy that went to South Africa, and he told me, besides him getting robbed and stuff, he got robbed because he's a skinny, army vet that was drinking too much one night and came out of the club. He said South Africa move very carefully in South Africa. He just always was adamant on that. But as far as the women, he said the women, there's like three different kinds of looking women. You got the black ones, you got the mixed ones, and then you got like this other kind blend that you can't tell where they look like natives. They look like they're American women, right? Or Brazilian.
Mhm.
And I said, what? And then he showed me on Instagram. He said, look, this is one of my chicks, this is one of my chicks, this is one of my chicks, this is one of my chicks. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I said, wait, is it true that the women are built like that? The ones that be dancing and twerking and you see all that cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And he said, bro, they have too much cheek, because he said, I'm a skinny guy. He said, I'm a skinny guy. So you can imagine a skinny guy just trying to handle a woman with so much meat. And you are testifying to Tanzania, because I'm like, is it true? What city did you go to? That's in Tanzania.
Dar
Huh?
es Salaam, bro.
Dar.
Es
Oh
Salaam.
my God. And
Bro,
do you just go to the malls?
You can go to the malls, you can go to the clubs, you can go to the supermarkets. Man, they're all over, man. Snatched waists, you know what I'm saying? They got hips, you know what I'm saying? They got a back. You know, some of them got something up top too. Beautiful, feminine, natural looking. They don't have a lot of makeup on. They're not wearing these long ass fingernails. Bro.
No, I don't like none of that. I like natural. Like,
yep.
Man.
All shades too, bro. All shades. Bro.
I don't listen.
Light
I look in the darkness, we all the same color. Oh my mom.
All right, let me begin it before it goes to X-ray to the left side. So Andrew, I saw you. I saw you in the background, Andrew Ski. You want to call him, brother? Sorry, man. It was such an interesting chat there. But it's great to have 12 back, man.
Can I ask you one last question? What city did you fly out of to get to Tanzania? That's what my next question.
I flew out of Amsterdam.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm based in Portland, right? Portland, Oregon, but my route was Portland to Seattle, Seattle to Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam to Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
All right. Let me bring in Mr. Andrew Ski. You want to turn your camera off, bro? You confirm turn your camera off. Let me bring in Andrew Ski. All right, what's going on, Andrew Ski?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna keep this a little short. So I feel like it doesn't this stream, it applies to me in some way, not really, because I haven't really gone off the continent of the United States like that. But when I came back from Toronto, I noticed a change in the way I felt safety wise, like you talked about, IP was talking about how worrying about things takes years off your life. Bro, in Baltimore City, I am consistently worrying about my safety all the time. I go to Toronto and I come back and the worries for some reason they just disappeared, right? And all of the thing that happened to me a couple like last week as that was happening, I'm gonna tell you something. It was like I studied Korean, I went through high school, I made it through high school, I made it up until this point, and this is about to end like this right now. I'm like thinking to myself, what did I do to deserve that situation? And also the fact, and also I gotta go in a bit because I'm about to. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to disturb the stream, but I just wanted to touch up on the fact that when I traveled to Toronto and I came back, I felt a different sense of safety. It felt it felt like I didn't have to worry about I felt like I was in like an actual, not fun because I know Toronto, things get messed up in Toronto, but I felt like for the first time I don't have to worry, look behind my back all the time and worry. Because if you worry too much, it's bad for your health. No, sir, IP, you said it's bad for your health, man. And also about sorry. And just want to keep this short. I always tried to figure out exactly what I was doing wrong. I had women and back in my high school and like some women here now today when I see them, they just for some reason they don't give me that same. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I don't do nothing to them. They just have an attitude. And I try and figure out what did I do? What have I done to you for you to have a nasty attitude? Remember back in high school, this one girl just hated me for no reason. He just hated my guts. There's a second one too. And I was just when I walked past her, I bumped her desk for just a second. She kicked my foot really hard. And I was just like, what have I done to you? Like, why are you so mad at me? I was on the subway one day and I remember just trying to talk to a BW on a subway. And she was like, what are you talking to me for? I was like, oh, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to keep that short. That's all.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, Andrewski. It looks like you're busy. So thank you, bro, for calling and sharing your experience. Much appreciation, brother.
Absolutely. You guys have a good night.
I don't either.
Hey, broski. Hey, man. I hope he hears this in the background. I gotta tell him something. He has to understand that 30% of all women are on some form of antidepressant. Most of them are crazy, and I would think that the other 2 out of 3 do need medicine because they're not balanced, and it's called microchinism. And if you don't know what that means, just open Google and say the word microchinism, which means the DNA of the person that you are letting blast off inside of you physically stays in you and becomes a part of you. Literally. So if you're messing with Pookie and Pookie is crazy and thuggo and all like that, and he's unbalanced, it's no wonder. It's very simple. When we do our PG thing, it enters inside of you. Harvard did a study on this where criminal women that when they died, they donated their bodies to science. And when they slice, and what they do is they freeze the body and then they slice it into little pieces and then look at it under a microscope. And then when they looked in the microscope, what did they see in the woman's brains that were in jail, that were in prison? They saw male DNA sperm inside of women's brains. So when you're like, oh, why is she crazy? Huh. So when women say soul tie, yes. Who are you letting enter you? Who are you reproducing with? Who are you rolling around with? It's so these women, they're hateful because the men that they're choosing to reproduce with, and they're chemically imbalanced. But we should wait until they're 35 and they have their degrees and have a bunch of kids, and then we should put our passports away and we should marry them. I think not, sir.
Absolutely not. Facts. God, hell no. God forbid. They must be crazy. Hell no. That's not happening. God forbid.
But that's their logic, IP. That's their logic.
And that's why we don't deal with women after a certain age. I don't care if you're a man that's 50, 60. When women reach a certain age and she's still single, keep away from her. She's been around the block, lived a hot girl summer lifestyle, lived a sex in the city lifestyle, and now she wants to get wifed up. I don't think so. You need to suffer for your consequences, you dumb ish. Keep it PG. You gotta suffer for your consequences. We don't save HOESs on this channel. They need to rot. They need to rot by themselves and deal with their consequences. We don't save them. Nah, that's not happening.
It's funny, IP. I laugh. It's funny. I really do be in America just laughing to myself, and people be like, why are you laughing? I'm like, because they just don't even realize they're barbecue. They're done. Like just a house full of women, a house full of cats. Like I look at them and I'll be like, yeah, she's gonna be a cat lady. And it's so funny. I got a quick little story. Do you understand? A few days ago, I invited friends down here, and they're down here with me, right? Because you can't, you know what I'm saying? So, but guess what? My friend invited a friend, and they came down. Two American ladies came to Medellin, right? They both make a lot of money. One's a nurse, one's a business owner. Do you understand? She said, oh, we've been down here for 3 days. She couldn't get anyone to touch her.
Woo! I love the
could not get a Latino man to touch her, and could not get any of the American men that are here to touch her. She was literally throwing her vagina at my friend. Literally. She was like well, y'all, so are you gonna stay? Nah, he's like, nah, we going to Parque Yetis. She's like, she's hugging on him, trying to convince him. Oh, and she was in her underwear the entire time that we were sitting in their Airbnb. The entire time talking, openly about how she gets down, how she likes this, how she likes that, right? Being very unladylike. And I'm just like, this hyena just don't even get it. And the same way I'm talking to you gentlemen is the same way I was talking to her. I said, oh yeah, man, sisters is, I said, they barbecue in the States. Like, she's already been divorced, got a kid, everything, got a house, and she think that because she got a nursing degree, and we all know about those nurses, they get around.
Oh, they do. I've been with nurses. And she got a kid.
We know about the nurses. So she think, oh, I'm doing good because I make all this money and I travel in the world, and my friend who makes this money. I'm like, white girl, black girl, it don't matter. Y'all can make all the money you want. I told her to your face, your money does not mean anything to any man that is really a man, unless he's Pookie or Ray Ray. If a woman tell me she make 100K, congratulations, give it to me. I told her that. I said, your money don't mean anything to the man unless you're giving it to him. Unless he's in control of it. Because we know how women think. They're selfish.
You know what's sad about this whole thing, though, that I'm thinking about? They can have 3 kids and they're still some of the most immature, irrational, illogical beings to ever walk this planet Earth in the West. The thing about the money, I was just thinking about it the other day. I heard this one woman, single mother of 2, saying, "Oh, that guy's not even in my tax bracket." And I'm like, I really wanted to just like punch a wall, But I just walked away and just like, she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to one of the workers at a place. And I'm like, at this point, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like at this point, what else is there to say?
Well, if you're me, I have a good time crushing them with facts. I have a very good time crushing them. When you tell this tax bracket lady, oh, how's dating going for you? Oh, and then they say, oh, there's no good men out here. And then you ask them, what about all those good men when you were in college? Oh no, I wasn't ready. Are you sure? What about Becky? Becky was getting engaged by the time she was a sophomore, junior, married by the time she's a senior. Oh no, I wasn't ready. Really? Would you date up? Would you marry someone that's older than you when you're younger? No. I want a guy that's on the same level as me. So he needs to be 24 and he needs to make 100K and he needs to, oh, so why? So we can be equal? And then you explain to them men and women are not the same. Then you let them know that your vagina is a depreciating thing. Me, I also tell them that men are truly not monogamous. That's when you really get to crushing them.
Damn.
And then reality sets in. Oh my God. Sorry, IP. Sorry, IP. Hey, gentlemen, I'm just saying, man. Have fun. Have fun because they're barbecue, bro. I tell them the truth, bro, and laugh in their face.
Thank you, bro. So gonna wrap up. Super tired. I've got some things to do on Sunday, a lot of work to do. So let's go to everyone for their closing statement. So Mr. Terrell, thank you, bro. You got any closing statements, bro? Or is that you good now, bro, Terrell?
Oh man, we good, man. I apologize for talking too much, y'all.
No problem, brother. Thank you, Terrell. Welcome back. Mr. Base Judo, do you have any closing statements?
Yeah, thank you. And my apologies for venting on this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to vent, but I just been thinking about it. Like, health wise, I'm pretty cool. Like I'm good and stuff like that. But every day it eats at me that I'm like, dang, man, that's the thing. So I think like what you said about just leaving permanently, just like really strikes a chord. So I thank you for that. I thank you. Maybe this is something I needed. And I appreciate it for you. I appreciate you doing that.
No problem, bro. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny, do you have any closing statements, bro?
Sure, yeah. Appreciate you for the stream topic tonight. I think it definitely has its place because there's a lot of guys out there, a lot of brothers out there that they do struggle with just readjusting when they get back to the States. Because I'm in other chats with other guys that travel, some for the first time, some for the 5th time, some for the 10th time. And, it really doesn't matter how often you travel out of the West. When you come back, right, if you're not fully removed from the West, there's always that sort of like what the other brother was saying, that reality moment that hits you where you're like, oh man, I am really back to this ish, if you know what I mean. And I think it's healthy to talk about that, because I mean, we don't really have anywhere else that we can like go to with this stuff. You know what I mean? We don't have like an outlet where we can talk about this and verbalize this. We can only really talk about this sort of thing with each other because we get it. You know what I'm saying? We're all kind of going through the same thing. So that's number one. Want to thank you for discussing and, bringing attention to the topic. And the second thing I want to bring up is this is clearly a problem, right? But what we can do is we can in terms of solving it, tackling it. Stay focused on the larger long-term goal, which is to ultimately get out. And then, like what you've been saying, you need some sort of avenue that's going to allow you to do that. IT seems to be the best avenue for it. Getting into IT, eventually immersing yourself into fully remote work, so that way you don't have to be stuck in the West. You can have access to the West economy and to the West job market, but you can totally avoid the BS that comes with living in the West, like the woman, the food, and the crappy weather. And the last thing I want to mention is, with regards to the woman, they've already made their bed. We got to let them lie in it. They've got their cats, they've got their dogs, and we've got our passports.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Johnny. Yes, indeed. Great, great comment there, Johnny, man. And thank you to all the brothers who called in. Shout out to all the brothers who supported tonight via the super chats. Much appreciated. Thank you for your support. Great stream. So I had to get that out of my mind. I thought, yeah, it's just a good time, just to consolidate my Panama trip, my thoughts, how I'm feeling right now. It's only getting worse here in the West. I can't tell you just how much anger I had to bottle up in the UK, because the women here are just really making me very angry. I can't tell you how much pretending, how much, of me I have to go keep in my true self just so I don't spaz out on these chicks, right? Because I just can't stand a UK chick anymore. Can't stand American, anything Western I can't stand. But particularly American and particularly UK chicks, I just cannot stand them anymore. Okay, I really can't. So it's good for brothers to have this outlet where you can speak your true thoughts, where black men come together and speak what's really on their mind. Because what's really on my mind right now, I am sick of English women. Sick of them. I don't care what race they are. I am sick of them. I can't stand them. I really can't. Entitled, rude, don't make good wives, don't make good girlfriends, high body count, sleeping around, drinking. Just too much. Too much. So when I see what I saw in Panama, where women are modest, where they're respectful, yeah, that's gonna mess you up real bad. But I give thanks that I got the channel, the brothers, like-minded brothers who work in IT too, brothers who have a passport. Get out there permanently. Pick a country you like a lot, a group of women, whether she's Asian, African, whatever, and focus on it. Try and find a way to get out there permanently. The blueprint is there. Don't just watch the channel. I want to see you brothers execute as well. Johnny's executing. I know that for a fact. I'm executing. I got a plan. Theo executes as well. Thomas, my superstar mod, Dems Wood, he executes as well. Us brothers, we out here executing. We got a plan. So you watching this right now, what's your plan? Because I find that a lot of you brothers just watch the channel, but you don't travel, you ain't got a passport, and don't execute. What are you doing? Don't just fantasize about these women and being out there. Fantasizing isn't enough. You have to feel it. You have to embrace it. You have to you have to experience it. We have to stop fantasizing, brothers. Work towards it being a reality. If IT interests you, if you're lost in IT, book a consultation with me. If you're not interested in IT, cool. Do something that will get you out there. I'm gonna start teaching Python again. Is that you, Conrad? Give me a thumbs up, brother. Yeah, you're. Let me bring in Mr. Conrad. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a hot minute. You got your camera on. Do you want to leave it on or turn it off? It's up to you, brother. Give me a thumbs up on or turn it off. All right, thumbs up. You good? Okay. Let me bring in Mr. Conrad Grant. It's been a minute, bro. How you doing, brother?
International passport. How you doing, brother?
Hey, it's been too long, Conrad Grant, man. It's been too long. I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you keeping?
I'm doing well, fam. Just busy, man. A lot going on, a lot going on, a lot going on.
Damn, brother. I think the last time we spoke, yeah, something's going on in Costa Rica. Has that been completed? Is everything good, brother? Break it down for us.
Actually, there be some. I made some major changes on that. Actually, I'm actually going to be making my final destination Panama. So yeah.
Damn. Can I ask you why you changed from Costa Rica to Panama, brother? Tell me why.
The process actually is a lot more simple over there, actually, and plus I've been doing ever since I've been actually kind of following a lot of what you've been doing on your trip there and stuff, the experience you talked about specifically, the economy. I was studying the different type of real estate they have there. It's a whole bunch of different things going on there, and definitely that's a place I'm definitely going to be. That's my permanent home. That's going to be a permanent home. Plus, it's closer to where I'm from, too, the Caribbean, the islands, Jamaica, so it's close to home.
Fantastic, bro. Yeah, I think Panama is great, bro. You know, very safe. You know, and I think
Absolutely.
safety is a thing, is a big thing for me, brother. You got to be safe in any country you go to. And we
Hmm.
know South America, Colombia, Brazil, they're a bit iffy in terms of safety. But in Panama,
Right.
I felt safe. I was out there walking at 4 a.m. I was walking out at 2:30 a.m. It was pitch black dark, and I felt so safe, bro. I'm from, I'm from the UK, bro, and the
Yeah.
UK is a developed economy, right? They're
Hmm.
a developed country, but
Right.
I felt safer in Panama than in the UK. What does that tell you, bro?
That tells me everything I need to know, brother. Because actually, even before you actually talked about going to Panama, I've actually over the last, I say, 6 to 7 months, I've been researching it heavily, 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 heavily. The economy, the stability, career-wise, investment-wise, real estate-wise, the culture itself specifically. Matter of fact, I'm even actually taking Spanish classes right now as well too. So
Yes, brother,
I
do
got
it.
my hands full, man. I got my hands full, brother. But that's gonna be definitely I've pretty much kind of picked a location where I'm set already. In terms of I'm looking to invest in some farmland there, buy some farmland, agricultural stuff. I'm looking to invest into real estate in terms of buying a home. I'm also looking to invest in buying some like land where I can be able to develop some stuff on as well, housing, maybe some hotels and stuff, So a lot of big plans in the future, man, for this country.
Amazing, bro. Amazing, man. This is what it's all about, brothers, man. This is whenever I see a black man that does something like this, that's aiming for greatness, that is already great but wants to be even greater. This is what gets me very happy. This is what brings me joy. No, nothing brings me greater joy than seeing black men, other black men, thrive, succeed, and plan their life and career. That's how we should move as passport bros. We gotta start, encouraging black men. Hey, you're doing great already, black man, but you can do greater. I want to see you do
Yeah.
even greater things. I don't care what anyone thinks, man. Like my channel would be at 100K right now if I didn't only focus on black men. I'll keep it real with you, Conrad. And
We come
brothers in the
first,
chat.
brother. We come first, man. That's the way I look at it right now. We come first, man. Forget everybody else. Everybody has had their turn. Everybody has become together and congregated and become extremely wealthy and stuff like that. And it's time now. It's time for us brothers, man, to become wealthy. It's our turn now.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Our brothers have a problem. Some dudes have DM'd me on IG. Hey, why is it only for black men? What about us? What are you doing there? IP, you could be a lot more bigger if you open it up to every other race of man. I'm like, nah, man. I want it to be black men only, straight black
Um,
men. You got
Absolutely,
a
brother.
problem with
Because
that, then the channel ain't for you. You know?
no, Oh man, I mean, this is strictly for brothers, man, and I highly encourage it too as well because it's interesting. Another reason why I'm actually relocating there too, actually, after I saw, because I've been following you a lot, Appy. I just been, like I said, really busy, man. Got other stuff working in the background, doing other things too as well. Besides, so my hands been pretty tied up and stuff. So I've been really focusing, dialed in on that specifically. But thing I'm looking actually to do, actually, I have some connections there too in Panama, some of my
Hmm.
colleagues and stuff like that. Some people I know that live in Panama too as well. So I'm gonna connect with them too, and they can say that
Hmm.
they can be able to, like, hey Conrad, if you want to be able to know some more, get some more information on Panama and stuff like that, man, we got you. Just let me know when you want to make that move. And I said, hey, I'll be ready sooner than later, so I'll let you know when I'm ready to do that. But otherwise, man, I'm just branching out on my own, brother. And definitely, the experience you had there was like, wow. I was like blown away, completely blown away by what I was seeing on the videos and stuff. The people
Bro,
were
hmm,
friendly, they're open-minded, they're very welcoming, they're very warm. I mean, it's beautiful, man. I love that. I love that scenery.
absolutely, bro. You would fit in more in Panama than in Costa Rica, and I'll tell you this right. There's already an established black expat base there in Panama. If I
Hmm.
mentioned that, if I didn't mention that, I apologize. But a lot of well-to-do Black American men living great lives out there. Um, I just saw a lot of Black people there doing their own thing. I even met a Korean dude there doing his own thing, and I did that interview with him on the channel. Um, Brothers gotta make use of it, man. You know, this is what it's all about. International, a network of brothers, for brothers, by brothers. I don't care what anyone thinks, man. Because they eat up us. They ate up us. We're supposed to be running our own music. We're supposed to be running our own um, movies. The best actor of all time, Denzel Washington, right? We're supposed to be paying him. The hip hop industry, the R&B industry, we're supposed to be running that. We're supposed to be eating off that. But no, it's a bunch of non-black people profiting of black greatness. I, I'm sick of it. I really am. Sick of us being at the bottom. Sick of us being used, exploited. Sick of people using the black plight for their profit, demeaning us, and at the same time locking us out of, you know, Silicon Valley, the tech industry in America. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Like Johnny Walker said, own the NBA, NFL. Absolutely. Most black people play in these leagues, and we ain't own a goddamn team apart from the Charlottes by Michael Jordan. We're supposed to be running that. I swear down, brothers, man, our time has to come. Our time has to come. Sick of people looking down on us, demeaning us, calling us N-words underneath their breath, behind closed doors, sometimes even in our face. Rappers like Takashi 69 going around dropping the N-word towards black men. That's disrespect. That's disrespect. I'm sick of it, man. Bruv, I'm sick of it. You're going to respect the black man in the future. You're going to be worshiping the black man. I don't care. Every other group of people, you're going to respect us, man. Some of y'all in America, right? Some of y'all in America currently is due to the black man. You're going to respect us, man. And you're going to pay us too. Whether it's through reparations, whether it's giving us what we deserve. Nah, we have to get it, man. So if you're mad about, me only teaching brothers, you know, um, you know, me only prioritizing brothers, tough. And this is what I'm talking about, man. I heard Latinos use the N-word, some same with Arabs. Come on, bruv. Disrespect. But if we say a slur in their language, they're gonna be up in arms. Hey, you can't say that. I want brothers to have the power. And I want us to flex that power the same way they flex their power against us. There is no backing down. There is no turning our backs against the Passport Bros movement. I don't give a damn. This is the only movement in 2023 that's got a bunch of black men thinking the same and helping each other out. The only movement in 2023 that's changing lives. Not no pro-black stuff. Not no the black woman is queen nonsense. The black woman ain't a goddamn queen. The black woman ain't a goddamn queen. In my eyes, hell no. A queen don't twerk. A queen don't dress promiscuously. A queen don't throw a box around. So she ain't no goddamn queen. So no, there'll be no pro-black simping on this channel. It's gonna be a pro-black male space only, for straight black men, for straight heterosexual black men. You got a problem with that? You kick rocks, because we've been disrespected. Nobody cares about how we feel, what we go through. There's no policies for us, but they will pass an anti-Asian bill, but they won't pass a bill for brothers to protect brothers, to build our wealth. They'll give Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan will give money to black women, right? 50 million, 100 million for their businesses. Who's giving black men money from these big corporations? You're going to respect us eventually, man. I've been frustrated for a minute now. I've been frustrated. Throwing out money to sisters, but ain't giving nothing to brothers. Leaving us to hang and dry. Nah, bruv. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And ain't nothing wrong with being conservative, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having conservative values. We gotta stop running away from being conservative. Because at this time, the reason why the woman here in the West are just out of hand is liberals are responsible for that, man. The reason why there's WAP, there's all this twerking, there's all this N-word use in the music. It's liberals that run that kind of industry. I'm tired, man. Our time needs to come, and that's why I will do my best. I will use every sweat, every ounce of my energy for black men to get into IT and dominate it. It is the only field that is ripe for the taking. Shout out to you, Theo. I don't know if you're listening, Theo, or not. You're doing the Lord's work, Theo. You're doing the Lord's work. I only wish there were even more Theos, but one is good enough, man. Theos are once in a generation. Theo is our Black Einstein. You're going on block. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna give you chores the time of the day, man. Let me carry on. Theo is our Black Einstein. We have to protect Theo. We have to give Theo his flowers. He's out here teaching black men 5 times a week. I only teach black men once a week. But he works all these other jobs, and then he does this and that. Superman. Batman to me. I will use every ounce for brothers to dominate IT. I will keep pushing IT. We have to run something, man. We have to run it, dominate it, make it ours. And sprinkle a little bit of Passport Bros on top. Press a 1 in the chat if you're feeling the words I'm saying, if you understand what I'm talking about. It's war to me, brothers. It's war. Everything is war now. The West is a war zone. Women are against you. I'm not even kidding, man. Women are against you. The culture is against you. The whole system is against you. It's war. And some of you brothers are asleep. You don't know what's going on. The reason why things ain't going right for you is because people are taking war against you. The whole culture. They're coming for your masculinity. They're coming for how you think. It's war. So we have to go to war back. No more being hands off. No more leaving things to whatever. We have to go to war back. And it's a mentality war. It's a strategic war. It ain't no physical war. It's a war of ideologies and a war of how to move in 2023 and beyond. You get that passport, you get into IT, you're a conservative. You start thinking like Genghis Khan. You start thinking like the guy who wrote the Art of War book. You start thinking like that, brothers. That's the way I want black men to start thinking in the workplace, when you go out there, when you meet people. Be on your P's and Q's. Assess the situation. Think differently, black man. Black men gotta think differently now, man. Black men have to think like generals, like captains, like navies. It's war. It really is war. And I noticed that we were in war when our own women turned against us. BWs don't have our backs anymore. They're doing their own thing. They're in South Korea looking for South Korean guys. They're taking money from JP Morgan. You know, they've adopted the whole feminist agenda. They think black men are the problem. Even though black men don't run America, don't run the financial industry, don't run the media. Is it black men's fault that you don't see yourself in all these advertisements, all these hip hop videos, all these big posters, big billboard posters? All you see is white women. Well, guess what? We don't run these things. But again, not thinking straight. Not thinking straight. Always gotta be the black man's fault. Black men did this, black men did that. It's war. So I want you brothers to wake up, man. Wake up and smell the coffee. Be strategic. Don't be too emotional. Think, strategize, plan, assess your surroundings, assess the people you know. In the workplace, amongst friends, amongst family, assess it. Start thinking like generals, man. Because being a passport, bro, it's also a mentality thing. I want you to think differently from Pookie and Ray Ray. I want you to think differently from how the average black man thinks in the West in 2023. You got to start thinking like you actually run a country. You see how China does things. You see how Xi Jinping does things. Strategize. What's your short-term goals? What's your long-term goals? That's what makes you a man. Being a passport bro is also a mentality thing, brothers. You are adopting a whole new persona, a whole new identity. You start building wealth, start thinking about, okay, what's my 10-year plan? What's my 5-year plan? I got this cute feminine chick with me. Okay, how do we then navigate things, navigate this life? And I'll be speaking more about psychology as well on this channel. You got to start thinking like that, brothers. You need to recalibrate your current thinking. I don't blame you, man. A lot of us grow up in single mother households. We grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood. I'll tell you that I grew up in the hood. I grew up around scammers, I grew up around dealers, gangbangers, the whole nine yard. I grew up around them brothers. And that molded my thinking in one way. But when I went to university, when I started getting more educated, then my thinking changed another way. But now I'm a passport bro. And my current thinking has completely changed. I'm the guy that just sits down on the couch outside and thinks and maps out the strategy, maps out the future. What's my 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 1-year plan? How's the world moving now? What's the culture like? You gotta start thinking like that, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Winston Bowen for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support, man. Every donation counts. Salute to the movement. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciation, bro. Shout out to Mr. Dark Ninja. Thank you, brother, as always. Patreon member, long-time supporter. Appreciate you, brother. Run, brothers, away from the wicked witches of the West. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. The passport is important, but also strategy is also important too. Start thinking like a chess master. I don't know if you ever played chess before, but I played it a lot when I was younger. That makes you strategize. It makes you think. Stop watching TV every day. I ain't watched TV in a very long time. TV ain't doing nothing for me. TV is just brainwashing, programming garbage, trying to make you think a certain way, accept the disgusting demonic things. TV ain't gonna help you. Watching 12-hour TV shows that just dropped on Netflix, that's 12 hours wasted. That 12 hours could be used for you for mapping out your career, studying, learning a new skill. Netflix ain't gonna change your life. Amazon Prime ain't gonna change your life. Hulu ain't gonna change your life. HBO Max ain't gonna change your life. Once you watch something, that's it. But once you actually get that passport and you feel it, and you're abroad and you work in IT, that's what's going to change your life. Press a 2 in the chat if the words are getting through to you, man. Press a 2 in the chat if the words are getting through to you. Because I'm a different man in 2023. I'm a different man than I was last year. I'm a different man than I was in 2020. I'm a complete different man. I'm a complete different man. Like Johnny said, these Netflix, HBO Max, they're not do nothing for you. What we'll do something for you: study, learn a new language, watch the channel, make more dollars, make your moves out the West. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We got over 90 people watching, right? And only 10 people have put twos. You telling me that the rest of the 90 people, this ain't getting through to you? You still want to be thinking according to Western standards? You don't want to break out the matrix? I should see a lot more twos. So it just tells me who the chosen people are. It tells me that not everyone ain't gonna make it. It tells me not everyone ain't gonna make it. And that's a damn shame, because I'm putting my heart, soul, and energy in this channel. In on the Patreon, on my consultations, everything, I put my mind to it. Everything, 100%. I'm not a politician. I don't run a country. I'm not a CEO. I don't have mass influence like that. But I have a YouTube channel, and that's what I can do. So even if my word changes the life of one person, that to me is success. Because I think every day, brothers. I think. Why am I only seeing white, Chinese, and Indian CEOs? I want to see black men there, man. I want black men to have that influence and power on a mass global geopolitical scale. How can we do that? Now it may not be our generation, it may be our kids, but can we set a foundation for our kids? Can we set a foundation for our upcoming sons? Because it's going to be our sons. It's going to be the men that build. Women don't build. Women will never build anything of substance. It's men that build. We need our black sons to build. So we have to build a foundation for them. Can we start thinking like that, brothers? We need a short-term goal and a long-term goal. And the long-term goal is for our sons, our children to take the hard work that we've done. Because it probably won't be in our lifetime that we'll see the mass scales of black CEOs. We'll see Africa rising, the Caribbean rising, black Americans rising. I wish it could be. That would be a dream to me, man. That would be a dream come true. But if it doesn't happen in our generation, can we please set the foundation for the future, our future children? So many things make me angry in this world, man. I ain't happy that the N-word is being used on a mass scale in movies, TV shows, media. And I never hear any other racial slur, but I hear the disrespect when I hear the N-word in the cinema back in the day, on TV shows like Power or the hip hop music. I hear the disrespect. I ain't happy that we got brothers killing each other in the UK on a mass scale. In London, we got young brothers killing each other in London, in Birmingham, in Manchester. I ain't happy about that. That makes me angry. That makes me want to get something and just, scream. It should be young black men helping each other and building something, coming up with a plan to build the biggest company in the world, man. Because you look at Google, You look at, all these companies like PayPal, Microsoft, Oracle. It all starts with a inner circle. A bunch of white men coming together. Hey, you can code, I can code, you're an IT, I'm an IT. Google, let's build something called Google. And look at 20 years later, the biggest company in the world. Tesla, the biggest electronic car company in the world, man. Is black men, can we build black men? Can we do it? Because it ain't gonna be the black community that's gonna do it, man. It ain't gonna be the pro-black community. They're too busy sipping for black women. Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, they're not thinking like us. They're too busy simping for black women. If we're gonna have our own Google, if we're gonna have our own Elon Musk, our own Oracle, our own Microsoft, it's gonna be through the Passport Bros movement. I guarantee you, brothers. It's gonna be through the Passport Bros movement. It has to be. We're the only ones serious about building, connecting, getting into IT. It's going to be through us, man. It has to be through us. Man, our time will come. Our time will come. Man, it's tough out here, man. I ain't gonna lie, brothers. It's tough out here. It's tough. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay at the goal. Stay at the objective. Stay the course. Execute. Be consistent and dominate. Black men need that dominating mentality. No more buddy. No more being, hey bro, hey Brad, hey Tom. No, man. I want you to be better than any other group of people apart from, your own brothers. So us being Passport Bros, we support each other. But when it comes to other groups of people, I want you brothers to dominate them. I want you brothers to dominate them. There has to be a mentality, hey, Tom, hey, Brad, I want to be better than you. Because that's how other groups think about us. And that's why they're on top right now. Do you see brothers being CEOs or directors in the biggest tech companies? But they're happy to use our engagement, happy for us to tweet on their platforms, etc., etc. But we ain't near the executive board. We ain't directors there. The disrespect. Once again, I'm only one man with my thoughts. But I hope to inspire people, man. I hope the words get through to your head. Because it takes for you to be inspired to inspire other people, and that person you inspires another person, and so on and so on. And then there's a chain of reaction. Shout out to Mr. Winston Bowen for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Is there a way to contact Theo about IT courses? So I'll tell you this. Theo is not taking any more people for his IT courses. He said that he would probably be taking more people in September. So you just keep in touch with the channel, updates on the IT streams. I believe Theo is taking more people in September. I'm not taking any more people for my Python classes. They're full. The closing date was yesterday on Saturday. So I apologize for that, bro. But I will be taking some later on in the year for my next batch of students. But please be patient, bro. And if Theo has any news, I will let you know as soon as possible on the whole channel. Thank you, brother. I want us to be elite. I want us to be at the top. I want it all, brothers. And I want you brothers to have it all as well. No more buddy stuff. No more, liberalism stuff. Nah, I'm done with that, brothers. It's about time that we start being cutthroat to other groups of people, not to passport bros, but be cutthroat to other groups of people, because they're cutthroat towards us. They don't care about us. They don't check up upon us. They see us as the enemy. We're going to change things. I know that for a fact. So as I end this segment and get some rest over here in the UK, thank you very much, brothers, for the support, the encouragement. And if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, keep your head up. Please keep your head up. All will be good. Right? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And remember this, right? And it's a thing that someone told me a long time ago. Life goes in cycles. All right? People will always have their turn to dominate. The white man dominated. Okay? The Arab man dominated. The Chinese man is dominating. So who's next up in line? The black man is going to dominate. The black man is going to dominate. Our turn must come. It's taken hundreds of years, many years, but our time to dominate is going to happen. It may not happen in our generation, okay? But we need to make sure that our kids are well set up. They have a foundation to do great things in IT and tech. The future is tech. The future is IT. So we need to make sure we build our young future black boys and men that we're going to raise, that our foreign wives are going to pop out babies for us. Okay? We need to raise these young boys to be great people. And of course, encourage our young boys to also date and marry foreign women. You know? There'll be more. Who the hell is this? What the? This guy looks like a troll. Right, any scammers, this ain't the channel for you. All right, troll scammers, dudes just talking nonsense. This ain't the channel for you. Blocked off, rip. Don't do it. Don't do it. So we're carrying on. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Man, I should be in bed right now, but every day I think, how can I inspire brothers more? How can I, tell brothers to keep pushing? How can I use my channel for good? How can I do that? Press a 2 if you're inspired, man. Press a 2 in the chat if you're going to go out there and start working hard, working smart, setting a plan for yourself, being a new man. I'm not perfect, man. I need to become a better man myself. I got to start thinking more of a general, strategizing, planning, observing. That's how we got to be, brothers. That's how we have to be. Okay, so I'm going to end it. This week, learn the language, study hard, plan your career, plan your life, start thinking differently, start dominating, and start telling yourself, I want to be the best. I want to be the best. Be hungry. Be hungry to get to the top. Have that mentality that I want to be better than my peers. And not passport bros, but those who aren't passport bros, those who are not brothers. That's how we're going to dominate. That's how we're going to dominate. Conqueror's mentality. Yes, indeed, Donovan Morrison. I was speaking about having a conqueror's mentality last year with Theo. Okay? So appreciate you, brothers, for your time, man. Have a... Apologies, brothers, man. So let me just put in my all my details here, right, before I end the stream. Have a great weekend ahead. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Easter. Okay, happy Easter to you, brothers. Easter Sunday. It's been a pleasure speaking here tonight. I'm gonna keep doing my best to just do what I can for the brothers, man. I know I don't get enough sleep. I know I look tired all the time, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. I told you, seeing you brothers successful, seeing you brothers thrive, I'm happy to lose sleep. I'm happy to put my health on the line, man. F it, man. If me losing sleep and putting my health on the line means that brothers are going to thrive and be inspired, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it, man. Don't forget about me, right? I want you brothers to be great. Okay, I don't care about, you know, I think I mentioned this the other day, right? I may never be a billionaire, but if I see another group of brothers that are billionaires, that's accomplishments for me. Seeing other black men be successful is an accomplishment for me. That's what brings me joy. When I hear Johnny doing great things, when I hear brothers passing the exams, when I hear Theo doing great things, that puts a big smile on my face. That fills me up with joy, man. That fills me up with joy. When I hear brothers like Dems Wood, Thomas do great things, pass his exam, that fills me up with joy. To me, that's success. To me, that's greatness. I can only sleep 1 hour a day, it's worth it. It is worth it. It's worth me losing sleep. It's worth me streaming late. Sometimes I've streamed for 5 hours. I've had work the next day. I've only slept for 2 hours. But I know that 5 hours of information may have changed a brother's life, may have saved a brother's life. So if it means that I only sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours to save brothers' lives, it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it for me. It's worth it, man. Completely worth it. Happy Easter to you too, Barry Hamilton, and same for you, bro. May the world's borders open for you too, bro. It's worth it, man. It's worth it every day to do this. I ain't got a life anymore, brothers. I ain't got a life anymore. I hardly go out. I don't do nothing but study, the channel, and that's it, brothers. Study the channel, work, go to the gym. That's it. And I always think about how can I make brothers inspired? How can I inspire brothers? I may never achieve my dreams, but if the dreams of other brothers are being achieved, that is success to me. That is what brings me joy. So brothers, keep dreaming, keep achieving, please. And let me know, hey IP, I passed that exam. Hey IP, I got a new foreign girlfriend. Hey IP, I'm moving here. Hey IP, I want to do this in IT. Tell me, please, tell me, because that brings me joy. That brings me happiness. Your happiness is my happiness. So please keep thriving, keep pushing. Okay? I'm International Passport. Thank you, brothers, for watching. Thank you to all those who called in, who support the channel. It has been greatly appreciated, man. So before I end the stream, where's everyone listening in from? What city, what state, what country? Let me know how international this channel is. Where you at, man? What countries are you at? How international is this movement, the channel? I want to know, brothers. I want to know. You know, International Passport, international movement. Where you guys listening from, man? We got a brother. Let's see. We got a brother Barry out there in London, UK. Awesome. Emery, Agnan, Montreal. Emery, reach out to me directly, brother. You're in Canada. So let's see how the brothers in Montreal, Canada are doing. That'd be awesome, bro. Reach out to me on IG. Who else is in the building? Johnny in Oregon. One day, either South America, Africa, or Southeast permanently. Yes, indeed, bro. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Toronto, Canada, or Nasty, fantastic, man. See, looking at America, Canada, the UK, this is awesome, man. Where else are you from? NY one. Are you serious, Russian spy sleazeball? Oh man. Okay, all the best in that, bro. All the best. If that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. Who else? Where else, man? So I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes. I'm gonna end in 5 minutes. I gotta get some sleep. I've got some busy Sunday ahead for me. So gonna get some sleep. Who else is in the building? What country, what state? Anyone in Australia, anyone in New Zealand, anyone in Africa, in Japan? How international is this channel, man? How international is this channel? Okay, brothers. So, have a great weekend ahead, a great Sunday, a great week ahead. And I'll see you, brothers, on my next video. Peace out, brothers. Thank you very much.